Hey buddy, all day I've been wanting to share this message with you on your 10th birthday. I'm so proud to be your dad, and I'm on this retreat actually missing your birthday, and I know you're sad, but I'm here actually trying to learn how to be a better dad. And I'm here with my spiritual daddy, David Johnson, who you are named after. And he's teaching us how to do a couple things I want to help teach you. And the word I got for you this birthday is from the story of David and Goliath. You're named after that David too. And in that story, David needed to do two things that we want to help you do. Learn to be courageous and learn to hear the voice of love and ignore the voice of fear. In that story, David, he learned to do scary things when he was younger that made him brave enough to do big things when he was older. He used to fight off bears and lions when he was shepherding out with the sheep. And because he practiced being bold and brave in those smaller things, he was able to face a bigger fear, Goliath, when he was a grown-up. And we want to help you become more courageous, facing some of your fears, and become more like David in that way. David is also a man after God's own heart. He loved him with all his heart. And we want and pray that you would become like that as well. But in that story, David decides he's going to go and face his fear, the big giant fear. And he had a voice. It was King Saul, and he said, "You can't go out and face that big giant. You're just a young boy." And that's the voice that says you are not enough. You're not big enough. You're not strong enough. You're not fast enough. You're not smart enough. You're not loved enough. You're not good enough. And growing up to be a happy and healthy boy involves learning how to ignore and not listen to those voices that say you're not enough. And I'm sitting around a campfire with a bunch of dads and pastors tonight who we're trying to learn how to not listen to that voice that we sometimes hear whispering in our thoughts and in our minds and in other people in our lives that say, you're not a good enough dad, you're not a good enough father, you're not a good enough pastor, you're not a good enough son. And learn to hear the voice of love that says you are totally enough. Just as you are loved more than you could ever know, and you are brave enough, strong enough, and loved enough more than you will ever know. So Isaak David, I'm thinking about you today. I'm so proud of you, and I know that you're going to grow into a strong and brave and kind young man. The other thing in this story is that, so when he decided to go out into the battle to face Goliath, you remember that Saul wanted to put his armor on David, and it didn't fit. And David was wise enough to say, this isn't me. This isn't the kind of armor I wear. This isn't who I am. And he knew that he felt more comfortable with a slingshot and 5 smooth stones to walk into his battles. And Mom and I want to help you grow up to know who you are and just the way God made you to be. And so that you don't feel like you need to be someone else thinks you need to be, to wear clothes, to be someone you are not. You need to be your best version of yourself, the self that God made you to be, which is an amazing person with unique gifts. David carried 5 smooth stones into life's battles, and you are going to carry 5 or 500 unique things about you to make you special to face your life's challenges. So, okay, that's enough for today. I love you. I'm going to give you a Goliath-sized hug when I get home. So, happy 10th birthday, buddy. I love you.